Yada dee da ba ba da da da. As you can guess from the sound of my voice and the lively bluegrass music playing in the background, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, it's that time again for a late night with Old Humble Distilling Company. Doing a little behind the scenes day in the life action because the distiller never sleeps and a sleeper never distills. What in the hell are you talking about, Old Humble guy? Well, that's a great question. Glad you asked. I'm here to answer that question for you. Let's get kicking with a day in the life of your friendly neighborhood distiller man. Let's kick it off with a word from our sponsor.
Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today. Walk tall, be awesome, and drink humble. Old Humble Straight Whiskey and Old Humble Special Reserve. Get yours today.
Get yours today, indeed. We have good video. We have good audio. Longshanks is in the building. I have my lights on above my head. We're at 2,900 subscribers, and it is a glorious day. Thank you, everybody, for joining, for subscribing. I appreciate all of my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to the show. Thank you for supporting the program. Thank you for supporting our little distillery that could. I don't have that in this scene, but I have it. Okay, so what are we doing today? What are we doing today, Old Humble man? Old Humble guy, what are we doing today? Old Humble, what the hell? Yeah, Old Humble guy. That's what I'll go by. Okay, so what we're doing today, I'm in the operating floor of our distillery. You can see over here behind me, my stills, lovingly called the big one on my left and the big one on my right. So I'm in the operating floor. So what are we doing today? I've got to dump a barrel of our straight whiskey, and what that means is I'm basically taking the barrel out of the whiskey out of the barrel and putting it into one of our blending barrels. Truck just drove past. The fuck? I think I need to close my door. I don't feel safe all of a sudden. All right. Go get my sidearm. Not sure what's about to happen, but we'll see. Okay, so the security device is activated. Find out what happens next, live at the Old Humble Distilling Show. Okay, so what we're doing today, here's your picture-in-picture. That is my gantry that helps me lift my barrels in order to place them where they need to be. So let's just get cracking, shall we? Let's do that. Let's get cracking. Live concert. Got video? We got good video. Okay. So I'm going to go off screen here for a second. And get my barrels set up and ready to go. Where'd my lift jack go? It's around here somewhere. Where is my... There it is. It's back here. It's a big, giant piece of equipment. It's hard to miss. Hard to lose. But I'll manage. I'll figure out a way to lose it. If anyone's going to lose it, it's going to be me. It's going to be me. All right, this got to go back. That was creepy as, absolutely creepy as fuck. So some kind of little white car that pulled past the distillery, slowed down, stopped in front of the distillery, backed up, and started pulling into our parking lot. See if they're still parked out there at least. Nope. They drove off. Good. Oh, that hurt. What the fuck? All right, yeah, they drove off. I don't know who the hell that was, but I'm glad they're gone. I had a bad feeling. We don't usually get a lot of people out here at 11 o'clock at night. So I had a bad feeling about that. And thankfully, they left. All right, so now I will roll the barrel. Y'all can't see this, everything's off camera. But trust me, I'm about to roll a barrel. Yeah, there we go. In comes the main character. Dun, 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 dun. And there we go. Can y'all see that on camera? Is that down there? Yeah, here we are. This is a barrel of our straight whiskey. Feels like it's about 3/4 full. I had a splinter in my hand from earlier today. I was handling the wood. So I got a little splinter. I got the wood for our tasting room, the trim from our tasting room, for our tasting room rather. Which is a very exciting thing because the tasting room's trim is going to be stained the same color as the wood on these barrels. Aged American oak wood. All right, so the straps go right there. I may need to lower this. Yeah, I need to lower this down just a bit. Or I guess I could raise the straps a bit, but I think I'd rather have this lowered down to reach where I want it to reach. Then I can raise it up. Because it's easy enough to raise this damn thing. I can do it with one hand. All right. I don't want to mess with the length of the straps because the length of the straps is just how I like it. All right. So I built this gantry crane when we launched the rye. I don't know if I built it on camera. I can't remember if I did it live or not. But it's a little bit, I mean, there's a couple of design flaws. I ain't gonna lie. There are a couple of design flaws in the gantry crane itself. Not the least of which being the angle of this is all messed up. I'm over here? Yeah, y'all can see me fine. And we're getting mosquitoes in the shop, which is beginning to piss me off a little bit. So the biggest design flaw I have on this thing is that the rope goes from the middle to the edge over here. If I were doing this, if I were rebuilding this tomorrow, I would place a pulley right over here in the middle of this pole so that the pulley system came across and straight down rather than at an angle. Because what it's doing is it's pulling the bottom, it's pulling these legs together. And I don't want it to do that. That's bad. That's a bad thing. Is that still Longshanks in the party? Yeah. It's also kind of loud. I think if I were to rebuild this, I will upgrade it to have an electric winch. But the need for an electric winch was not high on my list when I was trying to get this thing built for the task at hand. And over the course of a year, I'm only going to lift probably 20 of these barrels. How loud is that? Is that maxing out? Let's see here. No, but it's really annoying. Sorry, kids. So this barrel weighs about 650 pounds, give or take. I have a mark on the rope to tell me how high it needs to go to get this above a tote. If I were to dump it into a tote. But I'm not dumping it into a tote. I'm putting it into a little black barrel. So I only need to raise it high enough to go into that little black barrel. Actually, I need to raise it high enough to go on top of these white barrels. Because ultimately, they're going to go inside of those. Well, it's going to go inside this black barrel. But these, But these white barrels are going to be what it's actually propped on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it above the white barrel to start with. I'm going to put my little bridge on it. Who we got over there? Who just joined me? Easy Street Gin. Did someone say winch? I summoned Easy Street with the word winch. That's absolutely fucking hilarious. Quite honestly. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go that direction. We got this white one here. This white one here. And the black one's going to go in between. I have this, which is the bridge that goes in between the two. And I need to rebuild all this stuff. Like, I think I'm going to rebuild this one, but I'm going to use metal rails to roll the barrel on instead of wooden rails. And I'm going to actually put legs on it and legs and wheels. Be like a proper table. In fact, it might be a proper tabletop with kind of a hole in the middle. All right, steady, steady, almost there, almost there, Now I got a couple of little techniques that I use with this. I'm going to move this over here a little bit. So first off, I use my hammer and screwdriver to remove the wooden bung. That was unsettling. And I'm going to replace it with, whoops, the bung is falling apart. Whoops. Well, you need to go in there. Rah. All right, so the bung is delaminating. That's not ideal. That's a bad thing, kind of. But they have actual tools for this sort of thing. But the bung was put in here too hard, so it's not coming out easy. Let's try some more. There we go. A nice release of air, too. Okay. That's a good thing, I think. Whew. Whoo, baby. Whew. Anything fall in here? I thought I heard something fall. Okay, no, we're good. All right, I do have one more piece of very important equipment that I need to put in here. And I believe it's over here. Where is it? I have a handy dandy metal strainer. I feel like this is a like a Blues Clues episode, and I'm walking around going, "Where's my notebook?" And all of y'all are like, "It's right there, Joe." Anyway, okay, so it's just a basic metal mesh colander strainer thing. I'm going to use this to catch the heaviest of the particulate matter that comes from the barrel itself. And I've also got this, which is my quick release bung. So the anatomy of the barrel, these are your barrel rings, these are your barrel staves. This is a bung hole, and this is your bung that goes in the bung hole. And that is why I have a quick release. So I can roll it over. I'll lower this down a little bit more. Let it settle in. All right. So now it's resting on the bridge, which is resting on the two barrels. The bridge is resting on the two barrels, and its arms over here are resting on the black barrel as kind of a emergency catch if it comes down to that. So there we go. So now I'm going to release this. Release 1 and release 2. Now it is freestanding, free floating rather, on my drainage mechanism here. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put this here. That way I'll be able to just flop them back over when it's time. We're not quite in an ideal spot yet. I need to scooch it back just a little bit. Mind you, this thing's about 650 something pounds, give or take. And if I leave it, if it falls, that's going to be a very bad afternoon for somebody. And I am somebody. So, get this one more push. And then put that there. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. And now the whiskey comes out. And like a proper craftsman, I grab my cup. I take a look at it. That should be right in the neighborhood of 140 proof. Damn, it is good. Curious. I'm not sure what's coming. Some strange stuff coming out of this barrel. It's mostly wood coming out of the barrel. That's what's wood chunks, wood. Make sure we're not jammed up. Yeah, we're good. I also will, I usually have a little hose that I'll stick up in there, but I don't have that right now. There it is. A simple copper tube that helps to facilitate, but I can't do it right now because I'm at a weird angle. So I usually have a little air tube that I'll put up there. A little air tube that I'll put up there in order to help with the drainage. It'll put air into the barrel as whiskey's coming out, so it'll drain a little bit faster. But it is currently at the point now where it is draining just fine. All right, I need to get a couple of pieces of wood to slide on next to these guys right here. Will do just fine. I'm gonna put them right here so that the barrel can roll down the rail a little bit. And that's how we drain a barrel. Drain the barrel, and then next thing that I'm going to do is, am I there? Yeah, I'm there. The next thing I'm going to do is run the filter the whiskey through the first run while I do some cleanup around the shop, and we can talk about whatever there is to talk about. Talk about how Alabama's lost their ever-loving mind. Is out here calling fertilized eggs people. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, dear Lord. What the hell was that? Y'all gonna see me get into some trouble tonight. I'm hearing all kinds of noises outside. we're going to get into some trouble. Has anybody heard Beyonce's record drop? Her new single. I have yet to hear it except for in TikTok videos. So I've only ever heard like 2 verses. Maybe not even that. Y'all heard that yet? Who's this? What's the question, Jen? Tuberville says we need more babies. Yeah, that's the yeah, I was talking to my son about this, that I told him years ago that abortion, the new abortion debate has nothing to do with babies. It has everything to do with white babies. It's like this is some kind of fabric that was put in there. Huh. Anyway, all these wood chips is what came out of the barrel. This is what I filtered out. See all these wood chips? This is what I was filtering out of the whiskey. We don't want that. I don't want that to go through my filter. For one, it just clogs up the whole mess. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I've seen one of the dumb rants that we got, unemployment, or the employment participation rate is so low because we don't have any babies. We got unemployment rates that are so low because we don't have people. But at the same time, they always say that the unemployment rate's actually a lot higher than it should be, or it should be a lot higher than it's reported. So, like, they can't really go both ways on that. They can't say that the unemployment rate is high and bad, but also the unemployment rate is low because we don't have any babies, or we're missing population. But then again, fetuses are not fetuses, but fertilized embryos are people argument is the logical, absurd conclusion of the arguments that they've been making for years now. If life begins at conception, then you're in an HOV lane if you're pregnant, and legally in an HOV lane if you're pregnant. I told my son, like, this is a debate that really you need to stay policy-wise. You need to stay as far away from as is reasonable. We don't want men doing bad things to women because they're pregnant. And you don't want women doing bad things to themselves because they're pregnant. You don't want them intentionally damaging their future baby, their zygote, or whatever you want to call it at that stage of development. You don't, as a policy, you don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, that would be bad, okay? Like, you just don't want people. You don't want a piece of crap husband or a piece of crap mother damaging their fetus in order to get out of being pregnant. And you should have policies to prevent that. But rather than make it, rather than institute punitive laws, maybe, I know this is crazy, maybe you think about instituting policies that make it easier to be a parent, so that the idea, the thought, the prospect of doing something to damage a baby never crosses your mind, or to prevent the child, once conceived, from, fully forming and becoming a living person in the fullest sense of the phrase. Like, prenatal child care or neonatal child care or maternal health care or make it so you don't go bankrupt if you give birth to a child, subsidize daycare, subsidize, just like make it so that having a baby isn't financially terrifying, relationship-wise terrifying. Rather than say, you know what, good job, you got pregnant. Fuck off. We'll see them when they turn 18 and put them in the Army. But not, we only give a shit for the years before they get, the months before they get born, and the 2 or 3 years after they turn 18, so we can put them in the Army and send them overseas. But once they get out of the Army, screw them. You know? I mean, there's ways to make it so that pregnancy and childbirth are not inherently terrifying. I mean, they're already stressful. One of the most dangerous things a woman can do is give birth. Also, meet a man. That's another one of the most dangerous things a woman can do. Meet a strange man. That's a true story. Almost all the way down. There's actually a way to do this easier. I could disconnect this winch and attach it to my drill press or my drill and automate the actually, I wonder if I could do that. Hang on, let me see something. Come on. Got a pair of pliers over here. We're gonna try something. I want to see. I mean, it's an empty barrel. I'm not gonna damage anything. Let's see here. If I take this off, okay, the winch handle's off. My drill is right here. I don't think my chuck is big enough to accommodate that. Is it? Oh, hello. Take this off. I'm going in the wrong direction there. All right, let's see. Oh, hello, baby. This is cool. I might have just improved my winch by just a little bitty bit. All right, hang on now. Hang on now. Hold on now. Where's my screwdriver? Oh, it's back here. I'm on a whole tour of this place. Jen, I saw you made comments. I'm on my way back over there to read them. Just 1 second. Ow. Okay, I don't know where my. All right, fine. I don't know where my drill went, where my screwdriver with the battery pack. Ah, there it is. It's over here. All right, let's see how this works. What's the story over here, Jen? Birth control was mandatory by my father when I was in high school. However, take me to Planned Parenthood, right? Yeah, I mean, unintended consequences are the name of the game. Oh, y'all. All right, let's see if it lifts it. Whoops, come on. Other direction. Oh, y'all. Y'all. What's up? Dude. All right, now, that's high enough to get it over the tote. Now, what I don't know is if this will do it when it's full. So there's almost no load on this thing right now. It's extremely light. Oh, man. Oh, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. We disconnect. We disconnect. And then these guys. Oh, it does work with the drill. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. Woo! Super duper excited. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. All right. Switch. There we go. I don't remember the last time I've had this much fun with a winch. It's been a minute. Just so much easier. Now, like I said, I'm not sure my drill's strong enough to be able to lift a whole tote, or well, I don't see why it wouldn't be. The whole point of having a little tool like this, like the gantry crane, is to be able to lift remarkably heavy things with remarkably little force. Hammer time. This thing's not going on all the way for some reason. But I can fix that with my handy dandy. Well, thought I could fix that with my handy dandy hammer. But it's being a bit of a pain in the ass. That's the wrong side for sure. Is it? Well, it looks like that's the side it's supposed to go in on. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the side it's supposed to go in on. Huh. Well, either way, it works this way just fine. All right. So the Old Humble guy has a new toy. Like, I legitimately didn't like using this because it was such tedious. If I could find a way to not use it, I would. But yeah, anyway. So this is the logical conclusion of their of the logical and absurd conclusion to their attacks on women's reproductive rights. That once you go down this path, I mean, it's the natural absurd conclusion is, well, it's conception, fertilization. Eggs are people too. Every sperm is sacred. Every sperm is pure. I mean, they're saying the purpose of sex is to have babies. You shouldn't have sex if you don't want to have a baby. Well, what about masturbation? I mean, that doesn't cost women an egg, but it costs men sperm. And outlaw masturbation next? I mean, after all, the purpose of ejaculation should be fertilization, right? Crazy fuckers. You out here feeding the chickens all willy-nilly, so to speak. You can't be out there doing that sort of thing. That's bad. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? I lost the video feed. I lost the fucking video feed. What happened here? I lost the video feed. I lost my power source. Uh-oh. I lost a bunch of stuff here. Hang on. We may be done. Because if I can't get this thing back up and running. Did that work? Nope. Did it? Nope. Try one more thing. Okay, camera went dead. Camera went quiet finally. The screen keeps doing something weird. Like it's pulsing at me. Huh. What's going on, computer? Talk to me. Uh-oh. This is not good. This is not good. Guys? Okay. I've got power, which means I should be able to get everything else up and running. Fingers crossed. If you do superstition. I don't do superstition. I do regular stition. Oh, I'm so excited that I can now run my gantry crane with the whatchamacallit. Okay, camera is active. Fingers crossed that this worked. Camera is not functioning properly. Yeah, I can run the gantry crane with a drill now. I'm super duper excited about that. Okay, I'm going to unplug this. Try to disable the camera if it'll let me. Nope. Gonna delete it out entirely. Hey, that's me. Oh, I think I just. Okay, I just deleted the whole like live camera setup there. Okay, delete the camera out entirely. Yup. Bring the camera back under a new name. Fingers crossed that this works, baby. That's the wrong camera. Come on. There it is. There it is. All right. We'll fit it to the screen. There we go. So this seems to happen with every single live show that I do now. The camera freezes up, and I don't know what to do about it. All right, so we've what's this been? About an hour or so? It's just you and me, Jen. Nobody else has said anything, Jen. But guess what, Jen? You got yourself added into the raffle for our special edition bottle at the end of March, or the middle of March. Going to give away a bottle of our special edition cast strength rye. So you've been entered in. I'm going to do it's going to be a 3-month drawing. People from January, February, and the month of March will all be entered in to win a bottle of our very special, one of a kind, cask strength rye. My ring's all dented up and bent. Huh. I get that fixed. So yeah, congratulations, Jen. Anybody else wants to get in on that? All you gotta do is get into chat. I'm not staying for much longer. I'm done. This is the work I wanted to get done today. I wanted to get this work done. In fact, I'm going to write it down now so I don't forget to put it into the notebook. Where's my notebook? Here it is. My notebook. And a pen. Why do I not have a pen in my notebook? The frick. Son of a bitch. Brought back. I'm supposed to always have a pen in my notebook so that when the mood strikes me, I can write notes and ideas and things. Oh, Jen, wait till you see what's on the inside in there. Oh, man. By this time next week, I'm going to have paint and wood trim and, telling you, it's going to look nice. Where's my list of, peoples? Am I using the wrong notebook? This one? Huh. A lot of sine and cosine shit in here from when I was studying calculus. Mixtures. I tutor kids on a, here we go. Found them. All right. Jen. Easy Street with Jen. There we go. Marsha was in last week or a couple of weeks ago. All right, I got everybody in now. There's a mosquito in here. He's pissing me off. But yeah, this has been a great month. This has been a great month on the channel and out in any on the channel and out in the real world. We're going to have the grand opening on the 27th of April. We're going to celebrate it through the month of April every weekend, but on the 27th of April, we're going to have a mini music fest. Oh, yeah, Longshanks. I don't want to forget that guy. He's actually a friend of mine. He turns on the streams and then he just kind of walks away. He doesn't really watch closely. I mean, he's on, he'll watch, and every once in a while he'll comment. But for the most part, he's like he's what I call a super mod. He doesn't do anything. Gotcha, motherfucker. Oh nope, missed him. I mean, he'll kick people out every once in a while, but he doesn't really like do much. uh, and I stopped recording when we lost the little box there, but I'm going to kick it back on to record some more. Anyway, what I need to do is filter the whiskey. I run the filter on the whiskey. I run it 3 times. I already did the big chunk filter. Got all the big chunky stuff out. Now I'll run the filter and I'll run it 3 times. Coarse, medium, and fine. And then after the 3rd filtration, it goes into the bottles. I'm going to have a bottling party probably next Wednesday. Monday, I drive to Laredo to pick up bottles. So I get my cross country trip in to go to Laredo. One of the cornerstones, one of the foundational parts of the movie, The Whiskey Run, that we're going to be doing. Eventually, probably summer of the winter of 2024 and 2025. The end of 2024, the middle part of 2025, or the early part of 2025, and then we'll release it in the summer. Holy crap! Release in the summer of 2025. I really wish I could take the camera into the other room and show y'all what's going on in there. Let me see if I could do that. Let me see if I can do it with my phone. I have the Epoch camera app. EPOC. Isn't that what it's called? Let's see here. Add video device. Camera 3. That's me. EPOC cam. Cancel. Okay. Get rid of that. Nope. That one. Who we got here? Muscle Shell's in the house. Cheers, Muscle Shell. And Top Shelf Dustin. Let me add y'all both to the list here. Muscle Shell. Haven't seen your face in a while. All right, I'm trying to find Dustin. I just finished dumping. Oops, frozen. I just finished emptying out a barrel of whiskey using that gantry crane right there. Right there. Where's that at? There. That gantry crane right there. Learned how to use it with a. No, I don't have a link for my phone. I'm not using StreamYard or whatchamacallit. Okay, it's probably in my app store. I probably removed it from my phone because I wasn't using it. EPOC CAM Epicam. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't have it on my phone anymore. All right, let me see if I can make this work. But yeah, if I was using one of those links, one of those source, what do they call them? Host things. Close that. We had a weird visitor come by earlier tonight, but like I had to close the door because it creeped me out. I got my security device out of its out of the storage container. I set it on the table right next to me within arm's reach in case I needed to use it. I am using YouTube, yes. Oh, you're right. I can collaborate through YouTube. Let's see if I can make that happen. I can invite someone, right? For collaboration, right? Oh, no, 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 no. I don't have to do that. No. Go away. I know how to do this. Let's do this. I can go to the studio. Let's see here. I can go to our studio, right? No, not that. Go away. I go to the YouTube studio and I can join nope, not that. Content, live, in progress? No, shit. Okay, what am I doing? Jen? um, not that. Yeah, it's not going to work. Not that way, at least. Okay. Let me go to the Epic Cam. Welcome. Begin. I don't need a camera hub. I just need to turn on my camera. Content type. Yeah. Okay. Access it. Epic Cam would like to find and connect your allow. Yeah, that's cool. Done. Cool. All right. Now, I'm going to do something. Let's see here. I'm going to add video device. Let's do this. Yeah. And we're going to try and make it the Epic Cam. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Let's see if this works. Y'all see that? It's trying to connect. Okay. Setup guide. Nope, that's not what I need. Definitely not what I need there. Well, it's not setting up. It's not connecting. It's trying to. Maybe I should have, oh, I wonder. Okay, I think I need to go, if I recall, I need to go this route. Where I change my camera in the settings menu. Maybe it's this one. I use OBS for streaming. I don't use YouTube alone. I use OBS. But my computer's just not cooperating right now. I think it's time to go to bed. Y'all just have to wait and see. I'm probably going to live stream the painting. when I start painting, I'm going to live stream so you can see where we're going from there. Deactivate, reactivate. All right. Oops. I think there's a camera hub I need to put on my computer. All right, so that's another thing. That's a thing I don't have to do right now. We'll go ahead and activate that. Go ahead and close that. I just opened up my camera. All right. Now what's happening? There it is. Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, we have a busy 5 days ahead of us. So, I have the paint, I have the wood, I have everything I need to start kicking it in the other room. So we're going to start doing that next week. I'm going to be, geez, I'm going to be. We've got a bottling party for this stuff that I've got planned. I've got the rye going into bottles in another week's time. Have the bourbon getting dumped and going into bottles in another week's time. We've got some shit happening, man. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Things are moving and shaking. Things are moving at a prodigious pace. So and stay tuned. We will do the drawing for our cast strength rye. I've got the label art done. I've got that going for approval in just a couple of days. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Dustin, for popping in. Thank you, Muscle Shell, for popping in. Cheers to all you guys. And yeah, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Can't wait. It's going to be a good time. Be cool to each other. Talk to y'all later. Good night. This has been an award-winning production. Special thanks to our patrons and subscribers to the channel, as well as our members, fans, Mr. Jigs, and all. Thank you for your support.